evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match press conference for Team Nigeria. Another reminder to kindly ensure that your cell phones are on silent. With us today, we have the head coach for Team Nigeria, Coach Justin Madugu. Coach, can you please give us your thoughts on today's game?
Good evening, everyone, and we are quite happy that we have crossed this hurdle. We had a good performance, the girls put up a good performance, and we won. And naturally, when you win games in the manner we won today, you are bound to be happy. So we're very happy, we're excited about that, but we're not getting carried away by this because we still have a lot of work ahead of us.
Thank you so much, Coach. We will now open the floor to some questions from the media. Please introduce yourself and then proceed with your question. The lady there.
Congratulations, Coach. Susan Omokole from Radio Now, 95.3 FM, Lagos, Nigeria. So, Coach, Zambia was the team that defeated Nigeria in the last AFCON in the third place game. And this time around, was it revenge mission or mission? X is possible is what I'm talking about, but this game particularly, was it a revenge for Nigeria?
For us, we didn't look at it from that perspective of a revenge mission, but rather it was a game that we needed to win so that we can advance to the next stage of the competition. Yes, it will seem like a revenge because we lost out to them in the last edition at the third place match, and today we have gotten one over them, which is quite pleasing. So like I said, we're not looking at it, we didn't approach the game from the aspect of a revenge mission, but we're looking at it more as a game that we needed to win so that we can advance to the next stage of the competition.
Thank you. The lady at the back, please.
Coach, good evening. I appreciate if you can answer this in Pidgin. My name is Washa Flower from Yanga 899 FM and CDC Communications Lagos. Coach, you use people like Shadi, people when you never really start with before, and you carry a starter when you combine multiple people when you don't start before, and they solve normally. The attacking move, you know, let pressure down. It's not what you have planned normally before when you just the boot for inside group stage. It just suddenly quick.
Thank you. You know, say like the talk, preparation every day will be continued. And the group games, group matches that we play, we try, see how we will give everybody chance. Make we assess them, see how prepared everybody did. And like I keep saying, sometimes every game they different. The strategy they different. You go look your opposition, look your opponent, waiting be their strength. Where you think say then they weak a little bit. They waiting you feel do to take advantage of that one. Now what we do, we look them, we watch them, we see where we know what they will fit do. And we see area where we know say we said if we use our well, we will get what we want. And then we do, and then give us the result we will get. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, Coach, and congratulations, Oliver Sega from the more prime time opportunity of Zambia. 5-0, Coach. Did you expect it?
Well, probably not the score line, but we expected a win, and that was what we planned for. The score line might be flattering, but then, like we said, we came for a win, and we knew we had the players that were capable of doing that. And the players were quite ready, they were quite motivated to make sure that the Mission X that we are struggling to make sure that it becomes a reality is kept alive. The spirit in the camp before this game was quite high, the mood in the camp was quite high. You needed to be around the girls to know that they were really determined to make sure that they got this out of the way.
This is Obayman from The Guardian. Congratulations, Coach. An emphatic win. The question would be, where has been this brand of football all along? 3 games, very tepid, and very emphatic. 4th game, which you controlled from the beginning to the end.
Thank you. like I kept saying in previous press conferences, you know, the strategy the opposition adopts also determines what you do. I have said in the previous games we played at the group stage, the opposition decided to just park the bus and play a low block. And that made it a bit difficult for us to be able to play the kind of football that people expected. The girls did the best they could. They still created chances, but those conversion of those chances were a problem. And we kept emphasizing that it is still work in progress. We're still looking at our areas of weakness, particularly opportunities at set pieces. We kept working on them and then finishing in front of goal. And today we are seeing the result. The girls have done well. We continue and we hope that they keep it up. We hope that they keep it up.
Esther from ESPN. A lot of people talking about Barbara Banda, but based on the evidence today, is Esther Oboro not the best striker in African football? And if not, how far away is she from Banda based on today's performance?
I wouldn't want to be drawn into comparison between Banda and Esther. The technical committee will do that. But as far as we are concerned, Esther is a very key player in the team. She's a very fine striker. If you look at the qualities in her, you know she does a lot and she works for the team. She can play up front alone, hold the ball, allow others to also come to give her good support. She has done well for the Super Falcons. Even in previous games that we have played, she has been consistent in goal scoring. Irrespective of the time she plays, she either creates or she scores. She has scored goals, she has created opportunities for others to score in previous games that we have played. So she's still developing. She has not gotten to where we know she can get to. But she has a lot of potential and she's a great player, she's a wonderful player.
Big coach, congratulations once again. This is Michael, Nigerian Full FM Lagos. Coach, first 3 games, your substitutions were speedy. They were made almost after the interval. And was it you trying to size up who was going to get a starting berth in the knockout stages, and then was it you trying to figure out the strong legs? But today's substitution was very calm. It took all the time. The raft of changes were not immediate. So was it you trialing the team and trying to figure out who is who in the pecking order?
Yes, in the previous games, the changes we made were because we were not getting what we really wanted from the players we substituted. We were not getting really what we wanted, and as a team, we were not in the, we would say we're not in the shape and then the level at which we wanted. We needed more from the players, and that accounted for why we had to make those changes at the time we were making them, to make sure that we kept the pressure and then try as much as possible to create openings that would get us the goals that we needed. But for today's game, we got an early goal, and by the end of the first half, the girls were already leading by 3 goals, and that also gave them more freedom to really express themselves. And we're not too much in a hurry to make those changes too, because we really need to understand how to manage these players also. We can't just throw everybody on. We had a game plan, we needed to stick to that game plan. We had plan A and plan B. In the event where we're leading, what do we resort to? In the event where we have to chase the game, what do we also do? We had all those plans. And when it was going well for us, we felt, let us just manage the game and then finish it properly, because we need the same energy going for the next game. So it wouldn't have been just wise for us to just make those changes at any time and then expend more energy. We need to conserve this energy for the next game also.
محمود زيداني من جريدة صوت العدالة صوت تي في المغرب. كانت لكم نجاعة في تحقيق الفرص. كانت لديكم اليوم نجاعة في تحقيق الفرص. في سبع فرص حققت شون 5 أهداف على السابق. هذا سؤالي الأول، ما السر في النجاح اليوم؟ وسؤالي الثاني، ما رأيكم في التحكيم المغربي لمجرى الكربوي؟ شكرا.
Well, like we all know, we have played, today is the fourth game we are playing in this tournament, and in most of the games we played, we keep creating opportunities, not less than 15, 20 or even more in most of the games that we played. And we knew conversion of those chances were our problem. And we kept working on it, to try and get the girls to improve on the aspect of goal scoring. And today, fortunately for us, they kept their cool around the box. They were not so much tensed up and in a hurry, and they were able to combat the chances that came their way. For officiating, I don't like to be drawn into the aspect of officiating, because our focus is on our team and what we do. We do not tend to, yes, we know referees are the neutral arbiters that are supposed to handle games, but we don't take the aspect of officiating as something that we want to complain about. Everybody sees the way the games have been going. The referees do well, there are assessors that will also give a report on them. If they have not done well, there are assessors that will also indicate that they have not done well. Ours is to deal with whatever situation we find on the field of play, because we cannot change whatever decision they take on the field. It's for us to learn to adjust and then see how we will not allow maybe some certain decisions to also affect our team. But we try as much as possible to take full control, behave appropriately, play in accordance with the rules, so that it doesn't turn out to be a challenge or a problem for us as a team.
Hi, Coach. Over here to your right, Ali Howard from The Athletic. Coach, it was a brilliant performance today, and a lot of that goes down to you and your brave selection choices coming into this game. Obviously, you guys were undefeated, 7 points, 0 goals conceded in the group stage, and yet there was still a lot of pressure on you, as I'm sure my colleagues can attest to, back home in Nigeria. And despite that, you made a very bold choice to bring off Asisa, to bring in some new players. You know, Jamalusi only had 20 minutes before this game. For you, did you feel that pressure coming into this game? And is there a sense of justification and feeling empowered after the result has gone so well this time?
Thank you. The coaching job is a thankless job that goes with a lot of pressure. You must face those pressures. They will always come, because no matter what you do, you know, you always face criticisms in one area or the other. For me, I just try to focus on what is ahead of me. I believe in what we do. I believe in what the girls are also doing. Just keep working and going, because you cannot stop people from talking. If somebody wants to say something, you cannot stop the people from saying whatever they want to say. But like I said, I don't get distracted by those things. I keep my focus, just keep doing what is ahead of me, and then expect that we do well as a team. Of course, I'm not perfect, and as a human being, sometimes you hear some things that you also feel very sad about them. You know, but then what can you do? You cannot attack everybody. So you only take it up, see how you can get over it, and then not allow some of those things to get you distracted. Because if you continue to listen to all those kind of comments, I mean, Nigeria is a big country with a huge population. How many people can you respond to? That's the issue.
Thank you. The lady at the back, please.
Good evening, Coach. Congratulations again. I'm Oboro from ACL Sports. 4 clean sheets so far in this tournament, and against the Zambian side that we mentioned in the last tournament. What did you tell the girls to shut them down today?
The girls themselves, they follow the social media. They hear reports, they see reports too. They hear comments that are made by the opposition too. And they also want to earn more respect for themselves, because they believe so far in the competition they have not been given the kind of respect that they know they deserve. So honestly, over the last 2-3 days, there was a lot of commitment, a lot of determination in the girls to make sure that they use this match to also earn some respect for themselves. It was a motivation for them, and I believe you can see the way they all played today. Everybody gave their best, everybody gave their all in order to make sure that they got something out of the game. We didn't play to defend, we went out to play and then we got what we got. So for me, I think the girls will take a lot of credit for it too.
Okay, we have time for 3 more questions. The lady in the front and then the lady and the gentleman.
Congratulations, Coach. Esther Oboro, Channels Television, Lagos, Nigeria. The last time we had this kind of result was in 2006 semi-final against Cameroon. That's the knockout stage. For you, what does this mean? Having that record, beating let's say 5-0 in the knockout stage.
Well, it's a good thing because it helps to boost your confidence as a team and then makes the players believe more in themselves that they can do it. But then it's a match that has been played and won already. We'll just take the positives out of it, continue to build on it, and then I hope that in subsequent games we will continue to get better. But we will not be flattered by this and then rest on our oars. We will not. It's a confidence boosting result, yes, but then we will take the positives, work more on them to make sure that we get better in the next game and semi-finals.
Coach Amachi Odinaka from Greener Media. Congratulations on qualifying for the quarterfinals. This game was quite a crucial one for the team, and you started for last Shade Ijamilusi. And like my colleague said, you've not given her up to 30 minutes so far in this tournament. What would you say about her performance today?
Shade did very well, and that she didn't play enough time in the previous games. Like I said, we are looking at everybody, and we know what a lot of them, what quality they all have individually. Based on their individual qualities, sometimes it determines how we use them or in which game they can also come into the efficient. Shade was with us in the previous friendly games we played before she traveled out to China. So we knew what she could do. She scored a hat-trick against Algeria when we played at home. We know her qualities, we know her strengths, we know what she can do. Based on those qualities, and then what we have seen of the opposition, that was what determined giving her the opportunity to play, and I'm happy that she took the opportunity and did very well.
Final question, the gentleman here, please.
Good evening, Coach. Victor Ademola from Nigeria. Congratulations once again. First time in over 27 years, I think now. Still unbeaten at the quarterfinals at the WAFCON. Also not conceding a goal to get to the semis. Coach, you have taken the team to a very high level here, defeating Zambia 5-0. Next, we'll face either South Africa or Senegal in the semi-finals. How long will this celebration last, and what are some of the errors you've noticed in this game? I know we won 5-0 to the 5-star performance that you're going to correct going into the next game against our next opposition.
For me, this game is gone already. We are thinking of the next one. There's no room for more celebration. Yes, we can allow the girls the freedom of having to enjoy their victory for tonight. But for us, this one is gone. We have to think about the next game and begin to make our plans according to whoever we are going to meet in the next round of the competition. And for the quarterfinal issue, you know, the previous editions, I think the quarterfinal was introduced the WAFCON. This is not the second edition that the quarterfinals was introduced. The previous editions of WAFCON, from the group stage, you just go to the semi-final. It was only when the number of teams were increased, that was when the quarterfinal stage now came in. And this is not the second edition of WAFCON where quarterfinals were introduced. Started from the last edition. So, yes, it's good and we're happy that we have crossed that hurdle. We're now at the semi-final stage. which is posing another challenge. Every stage comes with its own challenge. So we'll also go back and continue working to make sure that we get prepared, fully ready for the semi-final match, and then keep our Mission X alive.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you, coach, and good luck for the next match.
Thank you.
Hey, we're going to the mix zone. Hey, yes, we're going to the mix zone.
Thank you.